Right. Tensions within Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party boiled over last Thursday when Vice President Constantino Chiwenga abruptly shut down premature celebrations over the passage of the controversial Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3, CAB3. So the dramatic incident occurred during a ZANU-PF Central Committee meeting. It highlights a deepening rift between President Emerson Mnangagwa's faction and the political military faction aligned with Chiwenga, a retired army general. Now, according to sources who attended the meeting, the atmosphere shifted unexpectedly when a delegate proposed that ZANU-PF postpone its own upcoming internal elections, originally scheduled for next year until 2029. So they are scheduled for next year, but they are saying let's postpone them until 2029. The delegate argued that party structures should align with CAB3, which seeks to extend President Mnangagwa's term of office by 2 years up to 2030. The proposal was met with loud singing and celebrations by pro-Mnangagwa loyalists in the room. Rather than addressing the crowd directly, Mnangagwa referred the matter to Chiwenga. The vice president delivered a brief ice response that brought the room to an immediate standstill. We open quotes what he said. He said, "It is not yet signed into law. There is no need to celebrate." Chiwenga reportedly said, "Let party members not celebrate until it is signed." The remarks were met with deafening silence, leaving delegates visibly surprised. CAB3 was passed by the National Assembly last Tuesday after securing the necessary two-thirds majority. However, the bill has been plagued by controversy. Reports indicate that legislators face severe allegations of both financial inducement and intimidation to ensure the bill's safe passage. Claims that are currently the subject of ongoing court challenges. If signed by the 83-year-old Mnangagwa, the amendments would effectively block Vice President Chiwenga's long-anticipated path to the presidency by pushing Mnangagwa's exit date further down the road. Chiwenga has previously made cryptic public remarks interpreted by analysts as heavy criticism of the term extensions. A growing coalition of resistance. Beyond the internal friction within ZANU-PF, opposition to CAB3 is uniting diverse political and civic factions across Zimbabwe. Those are right now. Civil society organizations, opposition political parties, and prominent war veterans are rapidly coalescing under the newly formed People's Coalition, umbambano wemphakathi. Yeah, right. Gungano revanhu or something. Yeah. Right. So, that People's Coalition was convened by Reverend Kosam Mafani. The coalition brings together figures like former Finance Minister Tendai Biti, Jacob Ngaruvume, and war veteran Ruben Zulu, who has already filed legal challenges against the bill. Legal experts, including constitutional lawyer Love Momaduk, have warned that bypassing proper public consultation leaves the bill highly vulnerable to being overturned in court. At a recent meeting hosted by the Platform for Concerned Citizens, PCC, Platform for Concerned Citizens, conveners Ibo Mandaza and Tony Rila endorsed a broad campaign demanding immediate legal and political resistance to CAB3, a comprehensive national dialogue leading to a referendum, the eventual establishment of a national transitional authority. What lies ahead, Zimbabwe? Political commentators suggest that even if President Mnangagwa signs the bill, the constitutional crisis is far from over. Resistance from the deep state, particularly war veterans and elements within the ZDF, Zimbabwe Defense Forces, indicates that the foundational security cluster that underpins the current government remains heavily opposed to Mnangagwa's term extension. As legal battles mount and internal party divisions harden, the battle over Zimbabwe's presidential succession appears to be entering its most volatile chapter yet. So, this is what's happening, and my fun is muri Zimbabwe. So, tiripo pano pamzinda wevanhu neni wenyu Super Nexus. Muri kuzvinzwira imi mukuchi chakaitika. So stay tuned. Change Chikupai more updates. Thank you for watching. Peace.